the tea, the milkman, the paperboy, the evening.
In this video, we will take you on a journey through section 11.1 describing chemical reactions, and we will teach you how to balance chemical equations. Hello, I'm going to show you step 1 of our journey on this epic quest. Chemical equations, a representation of chemical reactions using symbols. Here is just one example of an unbalanced equation. Let me show you how to break this down. Step 2 in our journey is first learning where to start on our journey. We're going to begin with reactants. The substance present at the start of a reaction would be the definition of reactants. In this unbalanced equation here, Fe plus O2 would be the beginning of our problem solving, otherwise known as reactants. Welcome to step 3 of our journey in balancing equations, folks. We're picking up right where we left off with products. Products is a substance produced in a chemical reaction, produced by the reactants. You see, in this same equation here, this unbalanced equation, Fe2O3 would be the product. Welcome to step 4 of the journey. Now that you know what a reactant and a product is, let's talk about balanced equations. A balanced equation is where each side of the equation has the same number of atoms of each element and mass is conserved. First, let's explain why you want to balance these silly equations. See, think back to the law of conservation of mass. An atom is never created or destroyed, it only is rearranged. See, the product has the same amount of atoms on its side as the reactants, it's just been rearranged. So we're trying to rearrange it back to where they're equal again. This is just an example of a balanced equation. Notice how there are an equal amount of atoms on each side. Hey there. Welcome to step 5, the final prep step to balancing equations. In step 5, we're going to show you coefficients. Coefficients, it's a small whole number that are placed in front of the formulas in an equation in order to balance it. You see, in this unbalanced equation here, you might want to put a 2 in front of this W and a 2 in front of the P in order to have an equal amount of elements on both sides. The 2 is the coefficient, and these are the elements. Hey there. I'm sorry to say this is our final step in the journey, but here is a wild, unbalanced equation, and we're going to have to take this thing down. Okay, so I have 1s on all these elements here. That's the coefficients. And I have a 1, a 2, a 1, and a 2. Those are those coefficients, or the number of elements. See, so if you want this to get balanced, you want to put a 2 in front of this W there. Then now you have 2 W's on each side, and you want to make sure the coefficient doesn't affect anything else. And then you want to put another 2 in front of the P. Now you have 2 P's and 2 W's on each side, 1 H on both sides, and 1 F on each side. So now that is a balanced equation.
Alright, we have finally arrived at the journey. First things first, safety is the #1 priority. Make sure you wear helmets if needed. Always wear goggles, and you need gloves for what we're doing, because we're going to be putting dry ice into this bottle and we're going to watch it explode. Alright, next up we're going to break up the ice to get into pieces to fit into the bottle. So, Lorenzo. Okay, that's good. Run, boys! Alright, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but there's gas coming out, so we can't change it back to its original state, so that means that a chemical reaction occurred. Science.
What? You got the timing down.
Hey, don't cut this recording. Think that's good?
Take it out good.
Oh God, it fell. I can't hold it with both hands.
Go get it, go get it.
Oh, oh, that was loud.
Oh my god.
This is the remnants of our chemical reaction. Do not try this at home. We are highly trained professionals, and no animals were harmed in the making of this film. Thank you.
Next is chemical equations. Step 1 of our journey in this epic quest is chemical reactions.
No!
The bottle's expanding.
No animals were hurt in the making of this film.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.